What's up, guys? I'm BTC. We just got our first official teaser for Hero 32, but it could be one of several characters. It looks like Blizzard is going back to what they originally did, where the teasers were a little bit more vague instead of just kind of saying, this is the character that we're going to get. So here's the teaser right here. It is the personal log of Dr. Mina Liao. We know that Liao is one of the founding members of Overwatch. For a long time, we didn't know anything at all about the character. I believe this is the first thing that's actually been released about the character. And as it turns out, Dr. Mina Liao is some sort of omnic engineer, some sort of scientist that creates them. So let's go through the logs. It's after all these years, it feels good to finally get to focus on the research that I'm truly passionate about. The Athena prototype, and again, the Athena is the computer program that Winston uses, has been deemed a success, so much so that Jax finally agreed to authorize my new project. Imitating Jax, he says, pending future evaluation. And the timing couldn't be better. People are scared of Omnics as ever. Even at a time, they seem more human than ever. Those Omnic monks in Nepal stating that they believe that they possess souls just as we do, and just the other day, I read a story about manufacturing Omnics in London walking off the line claiming they heard the music and wanting to search for the meaning of life. Why can't we see that artificial life is still fundamentally life? Instead, we're going the opposite direction. Violence against Omnics is on the rise, and even more governments are cracking down on their rights and freedoms. I can only hope that this project can change the conversation, that people can understand that the potential of artificial life is so much greater than whatever we have to gain by treating them as our property or our servants. There is so much to do, but I have to try to show the world a better way before it's too late. So, there are a couple of obvious choices here. We could get the character of Dr. Mina Liao, or we could get Echo. I think that both characters will end up being heroes in the game. We know that Echo is going to be a hero in the game. Dr. Mina Liao might be arriving a little early, or perhaps this could be a character that we get with Overwatch 2, but last time, I believe we got a teaser for this. I believe with Baptiste, we got the first teaser, and then the character was announced the next day. And with Sigma, I think we got a couple of teasers, and then the character was announced. Since today is Monday, and Blizzard likes to have patch updates on Tuesday, there's a pretty good chance that they could update this tomorrow and announce the character. Now, keep in mind that new characters will be on the PTR, which is PC only. They're not going to be putting them on the experimental mode just because there are too many issues, too many things could go wrong, the game could crash, that sort of stuff. So they don't want to put new characters on the experimental mode. Unfortunately, if you're on console, you're still going to have to wait a little while. But I think there's a very real possibility that we could get this character tomorrow or possibly Thursday. If they're going to do multiple teasers, like one now and then maybe one on Wednesday, and then have the character get announced fully on Thursday, that's another possibility. But it does look like Hero 32 is going to be coming sometime this week. Now, if it's Echo, I've already talked about that character quite a bit. We know what we've seen in the animations where she can fly. She's got that kind of glowy weapon thing that is kind of like that ooze almost, where it sticks to things and then it will detonate a little while later. And we also know that, again, she can fly. Now, is this going to be a permanent flight, or is this just something like Pharah, where it just goes up for a little bit and then, you know, you have to come back down? Is it more like what Mercy has during her ultimate? We'll have to wait and see for that. As far as Dr. Mina Liao, if she's the character, it looks like she's some sort of a scientist. So this could possibly be either a support or maybe even a DPS, depending on what they're going with. But this does look like the character is more of kind of building things, repairing things, that sort of deal. So it tends to kind of make me think that it would be more in the support category, because it does sound like this character would be more inclined to help things, especially with everything we saw in this log. more inclined to help things than to destroy things, you know what I mean? So again, with Mercy, for example, she wanted to use her biotics and that sort of thing to help other people, whereas some of the other founding members of Overwatch, obviously like, you know, Soldier 76 and Ana and stuff like that, they had other kind of directions to go. So my guess would be that if we do get Dr. Mina Liao, probably going to be a support. We don't know what Echo is going to be. Could be a support, could be DPS. I mean, we really haven't seen any support-like abilities from her in those animations, just the attack and the flight thing, so it could go anyway. So there you have it, guys. That is the first official teaser for Hero 32. Who do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be Liao? Is it going to be Echo? Is it going to be someone else? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell to get notified. You can get some cool gear, join my Discord server, or follow me on social media with the links down in the description below. Special thanks to my Patreon supporters, and remember, always blame the controller because it's never your fault.